Welcome back to another video on gilded lace and paper. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Ashley. I make videos related to planners, paper, inks, fountain pens, all of the good stuff that we all love. I haven't shot anything in a good little while, and I don't even know where to start because I'm a little bit backlogged. As some of you may or may not know, I just had a newborn. My second little one here just a few weeks ago, or rather, a handful of weeks ago now. But he's still young, so it's still a little bit challenging for me to be able to find the time to get to myself to do these things. So I'm going to go fast in this video, hopefully, because I don't have a ton of time before my little one probably wakes back up again and wants cuddles from mommy. So what we're going to do, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and just pull out my handy dandy Galen leather notebook here. I use this for swatching inks and stuff. And so as you can see right in front of me here, I've got 5 new inks to swatch with you guys today. I'm super excited. I also have not done this in a little teensy while. And so, you know, I may or may not do things perfectly. I might make some mistakes. Please forgive me those things. And again, like I said, I'm going fast, intentionally so, in hopes that I actually get this done before my little one wakes back up again. So I'm gonna reach back behind me and grab my handy dandy little rag here. This rag is super handy to just wipe off my nib in between swatches. And let's get into it. So I'm going to start, I think, from left to right, and we're just going to go straight through the inks. Here I've also got my Kakamori brass dip pen. As you can see, it's got some dry ink on it, so I need to give this a little clean really quick before we get started. And I've also got this in a custom nib holder, which for some reason, I'm blanking on who made this. I think it's Hogged. No, who made this for me? I am blanking. I apologize. I will link the shop below that created this wonderful nib holder for me. I feel so bad that I am blanking on the name of the shop right now. All right, setting that water off to the side. Actually, let me just give my Kakamori brass nib a quick little rinse with it, and I'll wipe off with this handy dandy rag here. How are you all doing? Right now, I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one who is kind of in the weeds of news these days, but like, holy Toledo, it seems like there's a lot of crazy going on in the world. So I hope everyone who's watching this is doing well, and that, you know, you guys aren't allowing this stuff to affect you too much. Sorry, I'm gonna quickly just say, so this is the Greek Heroes Alexander ink from Van Diemen's. This is the first one up. Ooh, looks like there's some ink in the box here, so there might be a tiny bit of leakage happening here. Not too bad, which is great. So far, my experience with Van Diemen's ink have all been really, really good, really positive. So when I saw this color, it's, you know, it seems like it's on the lighter side, but I wasn't too hesitant to try it because, as I've said, I've had, you know, good experience so far with their inks. So I, you know, was like, hey, I'm gonna give this a shot and hopefully all goes well. So I'm just cleaning out my little, I've got a little dropper here. These come in the box with the dominant inks, I believe. And I love that they include that. And just kind of gonna give you guys a quick look at the cap so you can see what we're working with. It's definitely a shimmer ink. It's definitely looking like it's gonna be a really pretty, like, I don't even know what to think of this color. So we're just gonna put a little dab here. I'm left-handed, so I can't go too crazy with the dabbing. I wish I could, but you know, if I do that, then it'll be a nightmare for me down the line. So I'm gonna not do that. And I've never done this, but I'm gonna actually use the same tool to make a little circle swatch. It's actually worked out pretty well. Some people have some really fancy things that they use for that, but that actually worked really well, so I'm going to use that. Oh, forgot to do my whole thing here with my nib. I'm also not the greatest yet with this Kakamori brass dip nib. Some people appear to be really good with them. I'm trying to get on that level, so bear with me. I'm also left-handed, so none of those things are really working in my favor here, right? All right, so Van Diemen's, and this is, what was the name of this collection? Greek Heroes. I totally spelled that wrong. Please forgive me. And of course I got ink on my palm because it's only been 6 seconds into this video, and of course I would, right? And this is Alexander. And I think this is a really pretty color. I mean, it's kind of like a brown with gold. It's like a light chocolate brown, almost sepia, almost kind of got a red undertone to it. I am adoring that just on first use here. Let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can just do a little bit of like a poppy leaf, nothing crazy. I'm also not an artist. Hopefully that's not why you came here. But yes, I so far feel like I'm like barely coherent right now as I'm speaking through this video. But like I said, forgive me. I'm running on very little newborn phase sleep, and doing the best I can to get this done quickly. But oh my goodness, so far I really like that color. I am so excited to ink that up. I feel like I might put that in my Pelican M400, which I have with a architected nib. Next up, we've got Wearingeul, and this is The Adventures of Pinocchio in the color Pinocchio, which is kind of appears to be like a mint green. I'm super excited about this one. I am always excited about any Wearingeul ink. Wearingeul is probably my favorite ink company, just because their quality has been exceptional for me so far. I have had no issues with any of their inks that I own, so I am really excited. This is a shimmer ink, as you can see. I'm just kind of swirling it around lightly, nothing too crazy. But Wearingeul's inks for me, I don't know. I'm just looking up right now at my shelf. I have probably about 9 of their inks, so this would be about the 10th. And I don't hesitate to buy them anymore because I know that I'm going to have a good experience with them, which is saying something. Like, I have a lot of companies where I will hesitate to purchase their inks because I've had not so great experiences with their inks. Unfortunately, as you will see in this video later on, a couple of these are Ferris wheel press inks, which I said to myself I wasn't going to buy any more Ferris wheel press inks because my experiences with their inks have been so very hit and miss, and more on the miss side than the hit side. But these are colors that I really liked and really, really wanted to try. And so we'll see how they turn out, right? All right, so, oops, there's my glob. Forgot to do a dab off first. Wearingeul. The Adventures of Pinocchio, and the color again is actually Pinocchio. Okay, so that's definitely a minty green. I will say I don't own anything like that at the moment, so that's nice to have something truly unique in my collection. It's got a grayish undertone to it, I think, or gray blue, kind of like a sea glass color going to it. I like that because the pen that I think I'm thinking that this would be a beautiful match in would be my Esterbrook SD Sea Glass. So, yeah, I like that. That's pretty. It's very pretty. It also reminds me, like, if I were to, like, think of one of the Disney princesses, Princess Tiana, like, comes to mind when I think of this mint with gold combination. So if you're a Disney fan and you like Princess Tiana, that might be, you know, an ink that's up your alley. But it's really pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. Next up, we have one that everyone's been talking about. This is, I think, Teranishi Opera Rose. This ink's been on my list for a long while to try out. And I should probably mention, these 4 are from Atlas Stationers in Chicago. This guy, actually I ordered from Amazon, oddly enough. I did not know that Amazon had these types of inks, but they do. Beautiful bottle, beautiful packaging. And I thought that was really cool. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one because I've been seeing swatches of it literally everywhere. And dusty, like rose type colors are kind of right up my alley. I've been looking for a good one for quite a while with no real luck, unfortunately. Oh, I had some ink on my fingertip. That sucks. So this color just really appealed to me when I first saw it in people's swatches. I think it's, you know, it's what I think of when I want a dusty pink. So. Teranishi guitar. I don't know what the guitar stands for. Does anyone know what that stands for? Like why that's part of the name? I don't know. Teranishi Opera Rose. This is a non-shimmer ink, I should have mentioned. I'm not exclusively team shimmer or team non-shimmer. I have a mix, a really, really good mix of both in my collection. All right, but that is so far kind of like a seemingly light pink brown, or light brown pink, I should say. I like that. It's kind of got a little bit of an orangey undertone to me, actually. I don't know if it's just this light, but that's kind of how that color appears to me. And I like it. I think that's pretty. I think that's very pretty. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this video is already 13 minutes in my recording here. So definitely hoping to edit this down because, again, I'm going for quickness here. I'm actually going to switch these two because, actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do, because we've got a brighter color here. It looks like I kind of have a theme going with the brownie inks that I picked here, but I've also got Ferris Wheel Press Aurealis. This I've also been seeing swatches of recently. It's another shimmer ink. Didn't realize that I really went ham on the shimmer inks. I mean, not really. 3 out of 5? That's not too ham, right? At least not to me. So anyways, this one I picked up because I was like, okay, I've had so much misses with Ferris Wheel Press because I'm always trying to go for their lighter inks. Let me just try their darker pigments and see if I have a better experience. So that's what I'm hoping for is the case. Sorry, gotta clean out my little dropper here. And the thing that I can't help is just saying that, like, man, like we all feel that way, right? Their packaging is hands down probably the most beautiful fountain pen ink packaging in existence. I don't think anyone would deny that. But I just wish that some of their inks gave a little bit better performance to kind of make you want to be a repeat customer. If you have had any bad experiences like I have with their inks, like, you know, what I really care about is legibility. Oh, I should have capped that and I shouldn't have. It's really important to me that, like, I use this for actual letter writing, actual journaling, actual using for writing purposes. I know people use it for art purposes too. So I need to be able to read what I've written. That's a really big piece to me. So, sorry, I can't always write and talk. You know, people can walk and eat, but I can't walk and... See? I told you. Anyways, Ferris Wheel Press. And this is Aurora... How do you spell it? I want to make sure I get that right. Aurealis. Okay, and it's definitely a super dark purple, so no problems here in the pigmentation department. It doesn't look like it offers a ton of variation with shading. maybe I just got a really wet sample here, but it doesn't look like it's, you know, shifting from one color to another. It's a fairly dark purple, which I don't mind at all because I don't have anything like that in my collection. And right off to the side of my desk here, you can see I've got this, this is from Hogtown for sure, custom pen here. And I think Borealis might actually look really beautiful in this pen, so I might be inking that up in here at some point. All right, so moving right along, I really like that. That is a beautiful color. So far, I'm not disappointed with any of these colors. So far, I think I'm really going to enjoy using each of these, and I don't think that any of them so far are going to have legibility issues, but right as I bring that up, we've got Ferris wheel pressed Oyster Hour. This one, I hesitated purchasing this ink so many times for the very issue of like legibility that I've had with Ferris wheel press. I know that this is a light ink. I'm 100% aware of that. I have seen people, this is also a standard, this is no shimmer. I've seen people swatch this left, right, and center, and their samples, or their writing samples look legible. So I, you know, I'm hoping that I have the same experience. I also have a sample of this ink, a very small sample that I received from a pen friend. And, you know, to me, on first use, I was like, okay, I think that's actually legible. And especially if you put it in a wetter, juicier nib, hopefully that carries through to be true. So I did not hesitate. I went ahead and grabbed this, or I didn't hesitate any longer, I should say. And I went ahead and I grabbed it. And let's give this bad boy a shot. Okay, so right off the bat, I can tell you it's drier than a Borealis is, but it's still, even with the finer writing that I'm doing now, it looks very wet. Very legible. Now, the true test will be once this is actually inked into a pen, right? But I can tell you it's definitely drier. Definitely is not as juicy as a Borealis is. So this needs to go into one of my juicier nibs. Yeah, I'm also not getting it to spread around a ton like I was with the Borealis. I don't know, maybe this is just my sign to just stick to, if I'm gonna get any Ferris wheel press inks, they do have to be the more pigmented, darker colors. But so far, I mean, that's still legible. It is dry, but it's a kind of nice wheat-like color is the best way I can describe that. So an interesting spread of colors that I've got here in this ink sample here, but hopefully, or this ink testing that I'm doing here, ink swatching. But hopefully this helps some of you, you know, if you were curious about getting any of these inks. I'm going to actually bring you down a little closer to my page here so you can hopefully get a better sense of what these guys look like. I think the Van Diemen's Greek Heroes Alexander is beautiful. So if you were thinking about grabbing that, that is a beautiful ink. Wearing Gold Pinocchio, like I said, it's definitely got that mint Princess Tiana vibe going on for it, and I really like that gold in that light green mix. Teranishi Guitar, Opera Rose, if you're looking for a nice pink, which I've been looking for one forever, it feels like, that might be your ticket. And then Ferris wheel press Borealis just is gorgeous. I mean, it is a deep purple with pink shimmer, with lots of shading. It's kind of got like this blackness to it at the edges, which I love that. And then last but not least, we've got Oyster Hour, which gives you that beautiful like light wheat color, like I would say almost like a very faint beige. Yeah, so these are beautiful colors. If any of these appeal to you, I hope that you will use my code Ashley10 at Atlas Stationers in Chicago and show your support for my channel and for all of these wonderful inks. And like I said, one of the things that's really important to me is being a lefty, and the ink needs to be well behaved. It needs to dry well, dry quickly, be well behaved, obviously, in your fountain pen. And those are really important things to me, and also have legibility. So you're always going to hear me talk about those factors because there are not a lot of people in this hobby that are left-handed. And so I know how just important it is just to have that little bit of information as you're, oh my God, my hands are a mess. As you're considering what pens, what inks to buy for your fountain pens, like it is very important to know just the simple fact of, is this going to be left-handed friendly? And I will always try to answer that question for any of you who may be curious about those factors specifically. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for joining me for this quick, though not so quick, ink swatch of these 5 beautiful inks. If you have any questions, leave comments down below and I'm happy to help answer those as I go along using these. Like I said, if I were to guess which pens I'm going to put this in, I actually think I might put this Oyster Hour in my Pelican. I could just pull it out and not have to narrate that. I have this beautiful Pelican somewhere in one of my beautiful, oh, you know what? It is in this beautiful one. This is the M400 in the white tortoise, and I think Oyster Hour would actually look really beautiful as a combination for that. So I think I'll probably ink that into there. I think the Ferris wheel press Auroralis is going to look great in my Hogtown pens, so I'm probably going to be inking this into there. I have, where would I put Taranashi Opera Rose? I might put Taranashi Opera Rose in my Brown Bear just because this hasn't been in my rotation recently, and I do want to use this pen because I'm in love with that pen. I just think it looks beautiful. And then I think for my Wearingeul Pinocchio, as I mentioned, I'll probably want to put that in my sea glass, my STC glass, which I think is in this case over here. It is not. I have to go locate my sea glass. I obviously have it in a pen case that I'm not expecting it to be in. So TBD on where that is at the moment. It's kind of weird. I'm like, where is that? Anyways, whatever. So sea glass is probably going to get that one. And for the last one, I don't know. I might put Greek Heroes Alexander maybe in my Le Bon? I don't know. I could put that in my Cambridge, or I can put that in... that's a tough one. I have so many good options for where I can put that pen. I'm sorry, that ink. You know what? I mean, I'm definitely not going to put it in this pen, but at the end of the year, look at how that brown from the Sailor Chocolate Christmas Pudding looks together with that. I think that is kind of a nice little close match. So that might be an option later in the year. I can also consider putting that in my Leonardo Memento Zero Grande Stardust. I don't know why I think that might be a good match there. Or likewise my Narwhal Dragonette, I think. I love this one. I think the kind of reddish swirls here kind of remind me of that, but not too closely. I don't know. But this also has a Kodachi nib grind on it, which I adore my Kodachi grind. I went to a pen show recently, pen meet recently, and one of the attendees teased me for putting a Kodachi on my Narwhal. I think... Anyways, Narwhal, no, it's not the fanciest, most well reputationed brand out there, but I do love that pen with that grind on it. So I don't regret it. I still think it's a beautiful match, or a beautiful pen, writes beautifully. So there's that. But anyway, so I think I might do this. And, even as I'm looking at it too, I could be extra spicy and try my beautiful Platinum 3776 Chai Latte Shave of Heart. I don't know why, but that also looks like that might look good together. It's not a super matchy, but it's definitely giving me vibes of this pen. So I might go that route. We will have to find out where I decide to put that. I've got a couple new other fountain pens on the way from Japan. I can't wait to share those with you guys. They're not new to the universe, they're just new to me. You guys have probably seen them already here on social media 1,000,005 times, but I'm super excited for them and I'm super excited to share them, and I will share them when they come. I also did just get in this Sailor Pro Gear Smoothie Collection Cantaloupe, which is an absolute gorgeous pen. I love this pen. I am obsessed with the peachy coral vibe, peachy coral here with a little bit of pink vibe here of this pen. I adore it. What I don't adore is that this is an absolutely garbage writer of a pen. I got it in a fine nib, and it definitely had issues out of the box. I tried to see if I could apply a little bit of micro mesh goodness to it and make it write a little better. To no avail. I failed hard on doing that. And so now we've kind of got this very scratchy, not only sounding, but inconsistent writing situation here. And I'm gonna have to send this out to a Nebmeister to fix for me, because I want to love, but you obviously can see how beautiful is that matchup of ink that I got there. I think that is J. Urban Coral de Tropique or something. Sorry, my French is not great. It's the Coral J. Urban ink, whatever. But anyways, I am gonna have to send this out to be repaired. Super big bummer, but it is what it is. I want to love this pen, and I'm not going to give up on this pen. I'm going to get a professional to fix it, because I love the colorway of this pen, and I am not willing to sell it and get rid of it. So it's gonna stay in my collection. It just needs love. And unfortunately, that has been the case with 3 out of my 5 sailors have needed love from a Nebmeister, which to me is way too high of a statistic, but that's another video for another time. Ooh, actually, now looking at it, Alexander just looks like it's gonna go well in like so many of my pens, man. I think I'm gonna put that in there because that is perfect match. I don't know why that missed me the first time. Anyways, whatever. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for, I just totally slapped the mic. I am so sorry. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, or whatever day of the week it is that you're watching this. Enjoy it. And we'll see you here again soon on Gilded Lace and Paper. Thanks. Bye.